welcome back to Krista's Kitchen. Today we're going to make a jalapeno popper mac and cheese. So I've never done this before, but I was trying to think of what could I do to make something different with jalapeno popper chicken, because I've been seeing it all over my newsfeed on Facebook and on YouTube. People are like jalapeno popper chicken crazy right now, and I don't know if it's because of the comfort level of it or what. But I thought about making a soup with it, and then I was like, I don't really want soup, but mac and cheese sounds good. So I thought maybe I can take my jalapeno popper recipe and kind of make it into a mac and cheese jalapeno popper. So we're going to see how this goes. We're going to kind of do it together, and of course I'm going to use my pressure cooker for part of this and speed up the process. So I'm going to zoom y'all in and let y'all see as we get doing this together. We'll probably have... Alright y'all, so we have our Ninja on the sear saute function, and the first thing we're going to do is put our bacon in and get it cooking. So the way I like to do bacon is to just cut it up going into the pan. That way I don't have these big strips to mess with, and it'll just break right up. And scissors, for me, I think works the best. You can use your knife to chop it up, but... Okay, y'all, so while that cooks, we're going to go ahead and season our chicken breast. So I just have 2 large chicken breasts that I've diced up, and I'm going to add some seasoned salt to it. I usually prefer the Lowry's seasoned salt, but Sam's didn't have it when I went this last time, so I just got the Morton's version. But I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit over it. Just to give it some kind of seasoning, because we do have quite a bit of seasoning going on for this, so I don't want to overdo it. I'm just going to toss it around in there. Now, I pre-chopped all of this just to save time while filming, but you could multitask, and while this bacon cooks, get all of your ingredients prepped and chopped, because the bacon's going to take about 10 minutes to fully cook. Alright y'all, we're going to start scooping out our bacon. And then we're going to move on to sauteing up our veggies. I'm going to keep that grease down in there. That's what we're going to use to saute our veggies in. Alright, so in this bowl I have half of a ginormous yellow onion, so a small or medium one would probably work just fine, that I've roughly chopped up. I've got 3 cloves of garlic that I just did a rough chop, 4 or 5 jalapeno peppers that I sliced, de-seeded and chopped, and then 8 ounces of mushrooms that I sliced up. And that's just my preference of what I thought would work well for this, and kind of what I had in my fridge. So the mushrooms are more of a toss-in because I have it in the fridge. I need to use it up, and I know that will entice my daughter a little bit more to eat this. because they're tough cookies for new foods. Once they know they like it, then they do a little bit better. But she loves mushrooms, and a lot of times I can use the mushrooms to try and convince her to eat things a little bit more. We just have our little veggies in here. We're scraping the bottom so we can get all of these bits and goodies up out of there. And as the veggies sweat, they'll put out some water, and that will help soften and break all that up too, because we want to keep that flavoring. Okay, y'all. So, next we're just going to toss in our chicken and the rest of our ingredients and get it ready to pressurize. So, I'm going to toss in our 2 large chicken breasts that we diced up. Just kind of get that mixed around. And I'm going to add in an 8-ounce bag of macaroni noodles. And then I've got about 2½ cups of chicken broth. And you can use canned chicken broth, you can use bouillon cubes with some water, however you want to do it. I use the chicken base and just add my water to it and just go by the package directions. Truthfully, I add a little bit more of the chicken base than it calls for, but you can always thin it out per your taste. So, now we're back to bacon. Just get that in there. I'm going to put on our pressure cooker lid. We're going to turn it to pressure. We're going to turn it to pressure. Oh, it's wanting to start without us. And take it down to 5 minutes. And press start. Make sure it's sealing. And we're going to let it go. Okay, y'all. So time's all up. And I did a quick release on it. I'm just going to open it up and see how it turned out. So we're finding out this together. Let's see. So we've still got quite a bit of liquid in it. But main thing is we want to make sure the noodles are cooked and the chicken is cooked. Because we don't want any kind of salmonella or just grossness. So. Taste test one of these noodles and they look pretty good. Oh yeah, it's bouncing around, so it should be good. And our chicken looks good. Break a few pieces and see. That one's good. Got another large chunk. And yeah, so we're good. So the next thing we're doing is adding in our cheese. And we're going to make this super cheesy. So the first thing I'm going to add in is a block of cream cheese. And then you can either do 2 blocks of cream cheese. It depends on how cheesy you want this. But I have some of these boursin, or however you say it, cheeses in the fridge that Costco's marketing talked me into. So I'm going to drop these in. Now these are the, let's see, they're the herb. I'll have to look at the box and see. But I think they're the herb ones. There's a couple different flavors, I do believe. This kind of cheese has a cult following. So they'll probably correct me if I'm wrong about this, on if it's actually the herb one. But I'll take a look at the box in a minute and see. But we're going to get that mixed in. And I have some backup ingredients over here too that I can help add to this if I'm finding it's still needing something. So let's get those juices in there, melting that cheese around. And this is still piping hot, so it should easily melt these cheeses. Let that kind of do its thing. And I have this small portion of cheddar cheese left in my fridge, and I'm just going to dump that in. And then I have this full bag of Monterey, or Colby and Monterey Jack, which is 2 cups. So I'm going to dump that in. I'm going to mix it around some more and see how we're doing. You see, we're already getting that stringy mac and cheese style. Perfect. Now a little chunk of cheese still right there. But let's get a little spoon and taste test this and see how we're doing. You want to grab me a spoon, love?
I'm going in my room after.
Okay. Oh, thank you. It smells good though, y'all.
It does.
It does smell good? Yeah? Here, let's see.
I really want to try it.
You want to try it now or at dinner?
At dinner.
Okay. So very, very cheesy. And let's see what we think. So we get a little bit of sour with the boursin. I don't really get, I get the bacon, but I don't get the jalapeno at all. I might, now the kids would probably be very happy for that, but I'm probably going to add a little bit of pickled jalapeno to the top of ours for the adults because I want that whole flavor profile. But I'm going to plate it up and I'll show y'all what it looks like because it looks kind of bland in this pot, but it's yummy. I might even, I'm going to turn on the air crisper function on the top of this and crisp up some of the top of this and see how that turns out. So, let's see. We've got our air crisp right there. We'll close it and just let that go for a few minutes. It presets to 20 minutes, but I'm not going to let it go that long. Just going to let it set and then I'll show y'all what it looks like. I'll plate it up. Okay, y'all, so we're all done, and this is what we have. Yummy, yummy. It tastes good. You could even sprinkle on a little bit more cheddar cheese if you like, to add a little bit more color. And this over here is just a poblano, like ranch, creamy ranch dressing that made for the salad.
Tomatoes. I don't want tomatoes.
You don't want the tomatoes?
No.
Okay, Mama will have the tomatoes.
And
But it looks good. Hopefully y'all give it a try and let us know what you think. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.